Hey folks, it's John P. with Geek Beat TV, and today we're going to talk about IFBs. See that, Ken? I was a poet. It was pretty fun. Anyway, folks, we actually just finished shooting the Geek Beat live show, and hopefully you're all joining us for that each week. We shoot them on Fridays at 4 p.m. Eastern. And today we use this AnySpot AS1100 wireless headphone earpiece. What do we call these things, Ken?
This is called an IFB. What it is an in-ear feedback system. It allows you to hear a feed from the mixer or from wherever, and hear it in your ear as a little through your headsets.
So the reason we started using these IFBs is because when Callie and I do this show, we're sitting here, we're trying to watch the chat room up there, we've got to watch the control monitor here, and all these things are going on, and then you guys are trying to give us direction, and of course it's just too much. So we've got these, so we stick one in our ear, and then you can stand off set and talk to us.
Yeah, sometimes you just can't use hand signals to tell you everything that you need to know. It's easier when you have one of your producers or one of your line guys just talking into a microphone that comes through these systems so you can hear what instructions you need to know.
Dave Curley's giving me hand signals over there right now. Yeah, I got you, buddy. Yeah. Anyway, how does this thing work? So we've got a big old mixer over there, and you take our microphones into the mixer. Where does the stuff for this come from?
Well, it's pretty simple. The mixer itself many mixers themselves have buses, aux buses, will allow you to give a separate feed from the main control feed. So we feed one of those buses into this little transmitter here. And this transmitter allows us to basically use this UHF signal, basically like a television signal, to send out an audio feed to basically the entire space. So using these little receivers here, these are all battery powered. They have like a normal headphone jack on them and a little volume knob on them. We can receive that signal, and then you guys can hear it from the receiver or from the transmitter.
I like that we each have our own individual volume control knobs here, because usually we don't have any control over that. I mean, you guys, we just talk and stuff, and you guys do whatever you do on the magical fairyland over there. Here, when it's too loud for me, I can just turn it down a little bit.
Yeah, or if it's not loud enough, you can turn it up. It's just whatever you need to be.
So, technically speaking, how does this system rank as compared to other IFB systems?
There are a lot of different IFB systems out there, like from Shure, from Sennheiser, and Galaxy Audio is a great one because one is American made. It's from a company up here in the United States, so they made USA made, USA design, which is great.
We love that.
Ranking, it's probably not as good as some of the really high expensive ones that some run well over $2,000 or $3,000 per pair of units.
And what does this one cost? This pair? Unit, it comes with one receiver and one transmitter, right?
Just the transmitter and receiver themselves, as one set, is $400.
Okay.
And then
how about for our second receiver?
For a second receiver, it's $200 on top of that.
Okay, so we're looking at less than $2,000 for both Callie and I to have IFBs.
Yes, exactly.
As compared to others where it would be what, like double that price?
It'd be double that price just to start for one set.
Okay. Are there any cheaper alternatives to this?
There are some cheaper alternatives from other companies, such as Piley. They have simpler UHF versions of this, but this version is actually pretty good because it has many different channels. The one thing that adds to the cost of this system is that it has 120 different channels that we can use, so we don't interfere with other wireless devices that we have in our network as well.
I've noticed that on occasion, when we put it in the ear, I might get some static or something, but then you can change that to another channel and eliminate the static. Is that the point of that?
We can try to find different channels, but UHF is still UHF, so UHF is pretty susceptible to interference from just about anything, really.
And since we've got a huge metal truss system and a big steel desk and all that, it's going to affect it a little bit,
Yeah, it'll pick up anything. There's lots of interference between here and there sometimes, but for overall, it works pretty well for what it can do.
All right, well, on my end, as a person who's using it to hear everyone else, I would say the sound quality is pretty good. It's definitely reasonable. I wouldn't say it compares to, putting on a pair of hi-fi headphones or something, but you can plug any earpiece into it. We actually need to get me a better earpiece, but I was using these little Shure earbuds, and they work great. I can hear everything clearly, and after a little bit of getting used to it, I was able to listen to the instructions that were coming even while I was talking. So I'd say, if I were going to give it a rating, I'd probably give it like an 8 out of 10. I'd like it to be a little clearer, but it was pretty good. What would you say on the technical side, on the back end?
On the technical side, I think it's pretty good. It's very easy to set up. All you do is just plug the outputs into it and then pick a channel and make sure the channels are the same. Changing the channels is pretty easy. Overall, it's a pretty good system. I wish, as a stereo device though, I wish it would have the ability to send out a mono feed or allow you to select which mono feed you would like, so that we can exploit the fact that we're sending two different feeds to two different people.
Oh, so like you could talk to Callie on one channel and me on the other, and I don't have to hear what you're telling her and vice versa?
Exactly.
That would be pretty cool. Because I'm pretty sure Mark Zamora would like to give me some instruction that he doesn't want the Callie to hear sometime.
Yeah, sometimes. But if you're like a band or a music group that are using this is great for them, because they can listen to their feed or listen to the whole mix while they're on stage and not have to worry about having personal monitors that get picked up by microphones or anything like that.
Cool. All right, guys. Well, if you're looking for an IFB system for your video production or music use, give Galaxy Audio a try, the AS1100. They've also got higher end models, cost a little more, give you a few extra features. So that's it for this review. Stay tuned, geekbeat.tv for more. We'll see you later.